just got out of the IEP meeting and just had to wait for a copy to be printed for myself. And yeah, everything looked good. Good morning. Happy Monday. We're starting week 5 in the countdown to the end of the school year. And I just got Jax to school. My bag is loaded down because I decided to stick all of my crochet, the blanket. Obviously not all the yarn I need for the blanket, but the black is a really big skein, like one of those jumbo skeins, so it's not small. I decided to bring that because sometimes there's a weight. Sorry, hedge trimming. Sometimes there's a wait for your IEP meeting, which Danny will not be coming to. He decided that at midnight when he came to the bedroom. I wasn't quite asleep yet, unfortunately. But because of the stair situation, he's like, if I don't have to go, I'm not. I'm like, you don't have to go. You're good. Alright, I'm gonna go into school now. Hello. I just got out of the IEP meeting and just had to wait for a copy to be printed for myself. And yeah, everything looked good. I believe I talked to you about it all. The only thing I hadn't noticed is that his behavior support, which is like a TA in the room, making sure he's not getting distracted from his ADHD, that dropped from 2 hours per day to an hour and a half. But that is because they took that time, and 20 minutes of it per day is specific help during writing. Now when I sub for the resource teacher or the TA, I do small groups of writing support in the classroom during writing time, so I believe that that is what it's going to be. So that's time he would have been getting, but it's specific to the writing because he shuts down at writing time because it's just too much. And then the rest of it doesn't quite add up, but close enough. He gets a weekly reading fluency just because he's made so much progress with reading and he's really reading great, and he's meeting the benchmarks now. But because of his speech therapy, because of his ADHD, he needs a little extra push, and they felt it was wise to actually pull him out for a weekly reading session. And I just did one of those Friday. I literally just pulled a girl out of class, and after she was done with, like, I was working with her in the classroom, and then we left when she was done what they were doing, and we just sat down on beanbags and read together. So while she was reading out loud to me, I was helping. So really happy with all those changes. We discussed the change in speech schedule because it was 30 minutes twice a week for the first 2 years that he had it, well, year and a half. And it changed to 15 minutes 3 times a week. And she said that she did that because he tends to forget, like, the mouth positions and the techniques she's teaching him, because they'll be like, he has it Monday and Thursday. So she thought he would benefit more if we broke it up and had it shorter for his attention span and more often, because he's getting really close on a lot of the sounds. He can produce them. If she says, say this sentence, he can repeat it back and make sure he does the right mouth movements. Oh, it's getting hot in here. But once he's like starts having a conversation, it drops from 80% accuracy to 25% accuracy. So there's more to do. There's definitely more to do, and she thinks that it should be good, but she's just trying this out, and she said we could meet as an IEP team partway through the year if it seems like it's not working out. But yeah, that was it. Basically, I worked the lunch shift till Sebastian was getting picked up. His teacher was like, hi, because I was like getting my stuff together. She dropped them off at recess, and we all met. I was in a room off the library. That was the first time I've been there, but they're always trying to find places to have their meetings if there's too many meetings at once. But it was so quick that she gets to go pick them up. Well, she already did while I was driving here. She picked them up. I left early, but it's already 1. I don't know where the time went. They were still at recess. Some of them seemed like they were still at recess, but I thought 4th grade. I guess the recesses overlap. 4th grade was out there too. I definitely saw 4th grade. So yeah, 5th grade is out at recess now, and my coworkers are cleaning up. We're 1 short, so I'm sorry to them, but at least I get to go eat lunch. Normally I wouldn't get here for another like 15 minutes, so I'm a little bit ahead of the game, so I shouldn't talk to you too long. So I'm gonna go eat, and then I gotta go do grocery shopping. Hey friends, it's bedtime. We're getting everything ready. I think I might wear the crazy coat tomorrow. It's gonna be raining when I walk to the school for my office shift. So I'm gonna dress super simple because that's crazy. So I pulled out some dark jeans and it's a dark gray t-shirt. Yeah, it's a statement piece, but I do have a lot of tails to continue weaving in, so I have to do that tonight because I do leave right at bus time. Excuse me. It's the end of the day, and I sit in Carline with the windows open, so even if I haven't been out doing other things outside, I get the pollen then. Anyway, got everybody to school. I went to work in the cafeteria. My little friend was doing well today, so that's good. And even let me do some rounds, which is always wonderful. I love when he's independent. And yeah, one of our coworkers was out, so I was one of the core 3. Somebody else is going to be out on Wednesday for a field trip, so I will be doing Wednesday. Luckily, it is not a Common Threads Wednesday. That was last week, I think. Time has been flying, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And yeah, so I did that, but I left, as I said, to go to the IEP meeting and finished. I thought I finished earlier than I did, but I guess it took a while to print out, because then when I was talking to you, when I looked at my watch, it was like only like 5 or 10 minutes before I would normally be arriving at the shopping center. So I did get home my normal time if I sit and eat. I got to eat a little slower, which was nice. Didn't have to inhale and run for the grocery. But yeah, ate groceries. I came home, I only had enough time to go to the bathroom and put the groceries away, and then I had to head back out to Caroline. I brought my iPad because I wanted to be able to call the places I need appointments and have my calendar in front of me. So it took me a minute to get it to load my calendar. I guess I've never even set up my Google email on the iPad, and so I was missing a lot of things. but got that all set up, and then I tried to call PT. They didn't answer. I don't think the office manager is there today because she would have called me. And then I tried to call the eye doctor. It said they were open till 5:30, and at that point it was like 3:30, but nobody answered. I know he's a single practitioner though, and if he is out, then everybody's out. So maybe it was just a random day where he was taking a vacation day. So I struck out there, but then I got an email. I don't know if I told you, but I don't know if it was last night or this morning. I think it was last night. Last night I just decided to go ahead and email the principal, who is my boss technically. She's my boss. And I said I've really enjoyed working for this school this half of the year. I got hired in November for the cafeteria. I told her I really enjoyed it and I would love to continue to be a part of the school next year. In the very least, I would be happy to continue being a cafeteria monitor and substitute. Hopefully, if that were the case, I would substitute more since I wouldn't have to deal with driving jacks. But that I really have been enjoying subbing as a TA. Do you know if there's going to be any open TA spots, or are they going to be all filled internally? Now, I don't have high hopes of there being spots because they currently have 4 kindergarten classes. They all have TAs, and then there's a handful of special ed TAs, which is what I've been subbing for. Yeah, there's like a couple, one for each grade level, maybe 2 for each grade level, I don't know. Since they're going to lose a kindergarten class, we just don't have enough to justify 4. So that's like 1 TA who might want to have a different placement. So I'm like, I don't know. But she wrote back. She wrote back at 3:25, and she was like, hello, what wonderful news. There will be at least a couple TA spots opening up, but we don't post them until we have filled the teacher position, so it'll probably be a couple weeks. We would love to have you full-time next year. We will be in touch. So there's a chance. Obviously, I would need to go through the official process, but if she had something in mind for me that knows is a good fit for me, that'd be wonderful. I feel like I give 199%, like 200% to everything I do when it comes to work and being at the school. I feel like I stay very calm. I go above and beyond to connect with the kids and help my friends who struggle a little bit. And even though I'm just like a baby substitute at this point, I have special ed TAs and teachers who ask me to come back and sub for them, so that makes me feel good. I don't know. Hopefully teachers whose rooms I'm in feel like I have a good calm presence and I'm quick on my feet, because obviously I don't know everything yet and they know I'm a new sub. But yeah, I don't know. I've been going back and forth. It's full time. It's a commitment to time, but I get a salary. And I'd really be a part of something, which is nice. I haven't done that in a while. I don't have to do it forever. Sebastian will only be in that school for 2 more years, but I could see myself continuing even when he's at the middle school. But at that point, it'd be harder for me to do things for the middle school. I would have to only do afternoon things or the day off. So there would also be less summer break for me because the teachers go back sooner. But yeah, there's a lot to consider, but I kept going back and forth so much. I'm like, if it keeps coming into my head, I should just ask. It's not like I'm committing and signing a contract by asking. I can put my feelers out. No, 100% she could have just been being kind and already know in her head that she would never pick me. Because I have very toxic negative thoughts at all times in my head, and I've learned to just push through them and ignore them and know that they don't shape me, my actions shape me. But there's always, like, if I don't get a response, that subbing that I signed up for that immediately got canceled, and then the coordinator was actually the one that ended up taking that subbing. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Anyway, I'm going to try and just take that as a positive thing. She even CC'd the assistant principal on her reply. Those two together did my interview for the cafeteria monitor position, which, even though they asked me to apply for that, they were like, we have to go through the formalities, and they had set questions they had to ask, and I think I kicked booty on that interview. So that's my big news. Tomorrow, gonna rain all freaking day. I am doing office, I am doing cafeteria. Oh, I guess I didn't say, I came home from Caroline and immediately got to work. I had to work for the dog rescue, and I got 2 out of 4 labels mostly done. I'm waiting on edits. He was driving, I guess, while replying to me, so he can't do the proofing and send me more text. But there's 2 more. It was dinner arrived, and it was a late dinner. But yeah, so tomorrow after Caroline, I probably need to do more work, but we'll see. That's a lot. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. Stay safe. Be kind, and don't forget, wash your hands.